Alright everybody, welcome to K-Style. We're doing it a little bit different this time. We're going to start doing, I don't know if it's going to be weekly, bi-weekly, or just whenever we feel like it, but we've got a little chat going on. It's going to be me, Venomous Fatman, and
What's going on,
D-Dog313.
people?
Hey. Now, what I want to do right now is go ahead and introduce Venomous Fatman to all of you guys. Venomous, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Venomous, and yeah, I've been a gamer all my life, and I've just recently got into YouTube, like last June. So I'm fairly new to this thing, pretty much.
Okay, and one thing I've noticed about your YouTube, Venomous, is that you don't just talk about games in particular, but I guess gaming as a whole, which really makes it stand out. When it
Yeah.
comes to some of those issues, what are ones that really stand out to you?
Uh, like the big issues that I usually talk about.
Yeah.
Like, okay, what is it? One of the big issues that that a lot of people responded to when I actually first started doing the OTGT series of videos
Uh-huh.
was the online community. I made a two-part, set of videos talking about that one subject because there's so much to talk about as far as gaming. You have online multiplayer gaming. You have this thing like with YouTube when people post videos up about games or talk about games, etc.,
Mhm.
etc., stuff like that. So I broke it up into two videos. I talked about first. I talked about all the positive aspects I had known up to one point. At least up to that point where I actually made the video, and then I'd a second video where I talked about everything that I thought was negative and I thought that wasn't good about the online community. And I went through literally everything that you could possibly think of. I had a whole list when I was actually doing it, actually, like planning out what exactly I was going to talk about. And there was just so much content I couldn't even compress it into one video. At one point, I thought I was going to do maybe more than two videos
Oh
just on
wow.
that subject alone. It was crazy, but besides that, I talked about I talked about recently. I talked about being a fan of a specific gaming genre. Because I go online a lot. And I talk to a bunch of people like on Xbox Live parties and stuff, and they're always telling
Mhm.
me how they like a specific genre, but it's only based on one game that they play out of that genre,
Yeah, that
or they
makes
dislike a
sense.
game genre because of that. It's kind of irks me a little bit because I'm a gamer and I play just about everything.
Mhm.
Literally, like I played literally almost everything I could think of, and I have my own little kind of like niche about specific genres and stuff. But the reason why I say that or I have an opinion on a specific genre is because I've immersed myself in that world and actually tried out a little bit of everything. Tested the waters a bit.
Oh yeah, man, and it's good to be an all-around gamer because if you get stuck on one genre, as in my opinion at least, it makes owning any console pretty much worthless. You know what I mean? It's almost like you might
Yeah,
as well buy an
yeah.
arcade cabinet or something like that. Um,
Exactly. I've been like that for the longest, man. When I had my original Sega Genesis when I
uh-huh.
first started playing, I literally got everything I could get my hands on because I was nuts about my Sega Genesis back in
Oh
the
yeah,
day, and I played everything.
and that makes
It's pretty
complete
crazy.
sense. Now, you said you were a all-around gamer, but there have to be some games that stand out to you. What are some of your favorites, man?
All right, my favorites. Okay, well, I have a few. Well, one of my overall all-time favorite game, period, is the original Sonic the Hedgehog.
Okay.
Because for me, that was the first. That was the very first video game I ever touched. And I fell in
Oh
love with
yeah.
it, and then I, start from there. So, that holds a special place in my heart. Besides that, I'm a huge Mortal Kombat 2 fan.
Oh
I love
wow.
the
Okay.
old school Mortal Kombat. The old school, not the ones that they got in 3D now. I like the old school stuff before there was any running or any combos and stuff
Yeah.
like that because that was a game of skill as far as Mortal Kombat's concerned.
Most definitely. Now,
Uh,
can we catch you playing that on Xbox Live or?
Mortal Kombat 2, no, because they don't have that on Xbox Live,
Oh
which they have
wow.
MK Ultimate 3, which,
Okay.
kind of sucks.
Yeah.
But I wish they would bring that to Xbox Live because then you would see me on that all the time, as much as I am on Street Fighter because I love that game.
Oh
That's
yeah.
so much fun.
And the only reason I asked is because I know the PlayStation Network has it. So.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Man, I gotta go get myself a PS3.
Online
I'm
compatible and
gonna do
everything. It's
that.
awesome.
Nice.
Now I know you're.
Besides that,
Yeah.
it's Street Fighter. That's the only one. That's
Mhm.
the only other one.
Okay. Now Street Fighter, you main Honda, right?
Yeah, I'm a Honda player.
Okay. Now what do you like about that character as opposed to all the others? What makes him stand out?
Uh, With Honda, what stood out to me is because I used to play Super Turbo a lot before Street Fighter 4 and Third Strike came out.
Okay.
That was one of my premier games that I played a lot. Not competitively or anything, but on my own
Uh-huh.
and stuff. And the thing that stood about me is because one, he was a charge character, and because when I first started out playing Street Fighters, I couldn't do a Shoryuken and I couldn't do a Dragon Punch or what is it, a Hadouken, fireballs. I couldn't play with characters like that because I always thought, because I used to play a lot of Mortal Kombat, that the button presses or the inputs for it
Uh-huh.
were so difficult. Like I couldn't do a quarter circle or a dragon punch input. And the charge characters, all I had to do was just charge back for a second and move forward and hit the button like that. That's what really caught on to me. And then as far as being Honda, he was just a big fat guy, and it was always just funny, just to play with the big fat guy or just to win with him because me and my friends, we used to goof on each other a lot about that. It was just really fun, and that's how I caught on with him over the years. In all these games.
Yeah, most definitely, man. And it's cool that you found a character that I guess has stayed progressive enough over time for you to stick with them, because some characters just stay time warped. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like right
Look at
now.
Ryu.
Oh yeah, and for me,
Ryu.
Main and Zangief. Ugh. It's not
Oh
it's not
god.
so fun when every matchup's a bad matchup. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
I agree.
Now, looking forward to Super Street Fighter 4. Is Honda still somebody that you're gonna main? Are you looking to pick up other characters or?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Honda. I'm definitely picking up DJ because, like I said, I play a lot of Super Turbo, and one of my mains in Super Turbo besides Honda is DJ.
Okay.
So from what I keep hearing, he plays almost exactly like he does in Super Turbo with
That
some added
works.
stuff in there, which is cool.
Oh yeah.
But what really caught me on recently was that what is it? I found out that now in this game, Honda's gonna be able to go through projectiles, which it made me ecstatic when I saw that.
Now, what about him goes through projectiles? What do you mean by that?
Okay, what I mean by that specifically is that in regular Street Fighter 4 and in old school Street Fighter 2 Turbo,
Yeah.
basically Honda's one of those characters, like he's got a lot of power as far as like his normal attacks and like some of his special moves and stuff. But the problem is that when he goes up against a character that has projectiles and they throw projectiles at him constantly,
Yeah.
if he tries to go through him with like a headbutt or tries to walk through him or jump through him or do anything, he'll always get hit and he'll get smashed pretty much and punished.
So he's one of those characters
Now,
that's just easily zoned. That's what you're saying, right?
yeah, he's easily zoned,
Okay.
real easily zoned. Like he could cross people up, or he could poke a little bit, but his
Yeah.
other stuff is not as good as some of the other characters, and that's what makes him lower on the tier list than most of other characters like Ryu and stuff like that, because he has no projectiles or special moves, and he can't combat other characters that have projectiles unless you could actually find ways to move around and get in
Oh yeah,
on a
most
character.
definitely. And like
But
that
this
was.
one, now
Go
he
ahead.
could go through projectiles. Oh yeah, sorry. I was to say that now in Super 4, from what I saw, is that now his EX headbutt can now go through projectiles. From a video that I saw, I was off my chair, shouting for joy, because that changes everything with his gameplay style against a lot of characters.
Oh yeah, even in HD Remix when they gave him that headbook that could kind of run into fireballs, that at least gave you
Yeah,
some
it
forward
doesn't.
progression, you
Yeah,
know?
it doesn't go through it, but it stops it, and
Exactly.
he gains super meter, which is awesome.
Oh yeah, and at least it gives them some kind of forward, movement instead of just being zoned out. That stinks against Shotos,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie. But anyway,
Yeah,
we're go
uh,
ahead.
Yeah, I'm saying it's pretty bad.
Most definitely. But alright, we're reaching that time. We're about at the 10-minute mark now. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off. And Venomous, welcome. It's going to be awesome co-hosting this with you.
Great to be here.
I'm going to go ahead and, of course, put your link on the side in this description or whatever. And hopefully people, you guys check out his page too. He's definitely an awesome guy, and he's got some informative stuff that he talks about. Definitely makes him stand out. But alright, this is TJ and Venomous. We're signing out.
Laters.